My scene was quite a heavy scene. Well, originally it was about a mum visiting the apartment where her daughter used to live, but I changed it for my cast, so I had it to the sister. So a sister going and visit her sister's room and learning about the rape and abuse that she went under to just try and survive, and so it was a bit of a heavier scene, but yeah, interesting. I think it's a lot of fun, like working the different roles. The fact that we were going from 5 different roles in 5 days kind of seemed a little bit like, whoa. But it was just great. I mean, it's kind of interesting. Obviously, I think it was easier for me because I was directing second. So I think the big stress, obviously, with your own project is like, oh, this is coming up, this is coming up. So I enjoyed after mine just being able to really like switch hats and go, oh, sweet, now I'm AD, now I'm DOP, and just kind of really being able to throw myself into helping the other people. So I think just getting to see how, like, and the different processes. You know, like we've all got the same gear, we've got the same 5 people, but just what can you do with a day kind of thing. I'd say trying to plan your own with the other ones going on. I'd work a lot on mine and I'd be like, right, you know, I got to think about the locations, the actors, the blocking, but then it was also like, oh, hang on, I need to be AD for someone else. So like, is his call sheet, like how's that going on? What's his plan? What's his shots? And then also DOP. So I think it was definitely like juggling is kind of the way I'd put it. Just because you don't want to let anyone down. It's kind of, you know, you want everyone to do a good job as you want them to do a good job on yours. I'd definitely say, just overall, I feel like I've improved a bit. Just learning the process. I think it was my first time, like say for the music video, I used 2 mates, and for the commercial, I used people from the school. So like, this was my first time really using actresses that I'd never worked with. So it was kind of interesting to be like, oh, these aren't just mates I can joke around with. Like, no, they're coming onto my set to help me out. So it was like, I have to show that level of like, this is how it's going to be, this is what I want, this is my vision, and just how I share that in a way that everyone kind of understands. I think the biggest lesson for me is close-ups. There's so much you can plan, but the biggest lesson I think as well is don't lock yourself off. I think I kind of went in with not like a very specific mind frame, but I kind of knew what I wanted, and then I got to see the 2 actresses do a rehearsal, so I luckily had like, I think an hour and a half, and the biggest lesson I learned I think was just like, let them do it. I just said at the start, because what I learned in class is, oh, get the actresses to read it out, or the actors, like, you'd be surprised what they kind of come with, and I was like, oh, like, I've got time, it's where they go. Yeah, they added such beautiful bits that I found very heavy, they kind of made fun, and I was like, it's interesting to learn just different views on the same, because all it is like a script, it's words on a paper, and everyone sees it in a different way. So I think just, yeah, keeping open-minded. I think the actress's performance. So Jasmine, the actress, one of the actresses, had a very heavy role, so obviously it's her sister going to visit her dead sister's apartment. Like it's a very, very heavy scene. And I approached her and I kind of said, I explained it, I said, look, you don't have to do this, or if there's anything you're uncomfortable with. And I said, what is the best way for you to do this? Like, cause she basically needed to like break down at the end. And I said, would you rather everyone's out of the room, we can just do this once or twice at the end? And she said, no, like let's just do it throughout and we can build on it. And I was like, oh, amazing. She did it like 10, 11, 12 times and full tears, and it was just, I think my favorite part was how much they kind of both came into their characters, and it was like, just even watching the edit, I was like, wow, lucky me. I think the whole semester. I think definitely the biggest reason I kind of looked at this uni was the documentary and the festival film. And I mean, obviously you need the learnings to kind of get to that point, and I'm very grateful that it hasn't just been straight into that, because a little part of me is like, come on, let's do it, but it's also like, I know that I won't, well, hopefully can get to a better level now that I've gone through the experience and tried it out and like gone through, oh, that doesn't work, what does kind of thing. So I think just, yeah, the whole next semester I'm keen for.